Welcome back to a brand new episode of Mastering Programming. In today's episode, I'll show you how you can delete a specific item from a dataset or from a database on Wix using VELO. Now, as you can see, I already have a dataset set up over here, and I have two different items. I've got an item with the title of David, one said delete, and what I want to do is I want to be able to click on View Contact, and then I want to be able to click on Remove Contact at the bottom, and only have this specific item removed. So nothing else, I just want this specific item to be removed. So let's have a look at how this can be done. So right now, if I click on remove contact, nothing happens. The buttons don't work. What we will do is we'll add some functionality to this button. So when it's clicked, we only delete that item based on its ID. So to do this, let's go ahead and click on back to editor. And it will take us to this page over here. And the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'll click on remove contact, I'll click on click and click enter, and I'll add my code here so that only this item gets deleted. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to import a few things. So I've already imported Wix window front end, and what we need to import as well is import Wix data from Wix data, just like this. So you need these two for everything to work. Now let's scroll back down to the button over here, and everything we place inside of these two brackets is what will actually end up running when we click on that button. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to obviously get the current ID of the item that we're looking at. So to do this, what we can do is we can say let current item ID equal to $ hashtag dynamic dataset, and this allows us to get the current item that's being presented in front of us over here. Now you might have called this something else. For me, I called it dynamic dataset. So make sure you know what the ID is of the database that you're using on this page, and then just pass it in. And then we're simply going to say dot current item. We're going to put two brackets. Then we're saying dot underscore ID, because that is the ID, or that is the name of the ID of the current item that we're looking at. So now, just really quickly, if I go and click on console.log.current item ID, and we preview this, we'll realize that if I click on remove contact, we print the ID of that contact, as you can see over here. Amazing. So now we can use the ID to specify exactly which item we want to delete. So I'm going to click on back to editor, and now we're going to start working on the actual remove function that we're going to be using to delete this item. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I will say let to delete equal to current item ID, and then I'll say Wix data dot remove. I'll open a bracket, and for now we'll leave this empty. I'll put a comma, and then I'll be passing the delete ID, or the current item's ID, because that's what we're deleting. Let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe this will make things easier to see. After that, what we want to do is we want to create a dot then, so that we know if things actually got submitted properly or not. I'll be saying results, and then I'll come over here. I'll put another bracket. And for now, all we need to do is just simply console.log results. So I want to print out the results. And something else I want to do is I want to be able to go to a different page once this item is deleted. So what I'll do is I'll say Wix location. Oh, and we also need to import, import Wix location front end from Wix location front end. Location dot front end, and I'll say 2, and I'll just simply pass in the link of my home page, because that's where I want to go once an item is deleted. You can obviously direct the user anywhere you want. After that, now assuming something does go wrong, we can create here a catch statement, and this allows us to actually capture the error. Oops. And also, we're simply just going to be printing it. console.log error. There we go. Now, believe it or not, that's actually all you need to delete a specific item. And we're going to test this straight away. So first, let's just save this. Let's go to the main page where it says delete. Now I'm going to preview this. And let's go ahead and select the one that we want to delete. So I want to click on this. And once we click remove contact, we should go back to this home page and only have this element or this item existing. So I'm going to click on view contact. We're over here. And if I click, so this changed for some reason. Let's go back to contacts. That is odd, so it's not meant to change. Let me have a look real quickly. Let's see how it is on the real website. Alright, so we're on the live website. Let's have a look if it changes or not, because it's not meant to change. So if I click on view contact, and maybe a good idea is to inspect the elements as well. Alright, so the good thing is that nothing changes, which is exactly what we want. Now let's go ahead and click on remove contact. And we're getting an issue, and that is collection name must be a string. Yes, so we actually forgot to add the collection name over here. Remember when I said we'll leave it empty? So let's actually add that now, and then we will be done. So if I click on CMS, we basically want the ID of the database where everything is kept. So if I click over here, and then we can click on edit settings, you'll find your collection ID. So you need to copy that, and you need to place it inside of here. And now if I publish this, and let's just continue testing it from the live website because it seems like the editor does lag a little bit. I'm going to refresh this page. And now if I go ahead and click on view contact, we're over here. It doesn't update or anything. It stays as it should be. If I click on remove contact, it says the current user does not have permissions. Let's quickly just edit the permissions so that I should be able to delete. So let's go ahead and click on collections, permissions and privacy. And we'll change this to anyone. Publish. Let's go ahead again and refresh this page. I'm over here. Okay, now finally, if I go ahead and click on remove contact, I think it did get deleted, and there we go. We get redirected to the home page, and you can see that now we only have one item left. So we managed to create a function that deletes the specific item that we are looking at. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this and learn from it. Make sure you do leave a like and let me know down in the comments if there's anything I should improve in the way I make these videos. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next episode.